Hi, so I just shot a bunch of videos for you guys, and I'm doing the video that I should have done in the beginning at the end, but I'm a little more comfortable doing it now. So this is like my introduction video. I wasn't sure if I was really going to do this video, but then I just figured, why not, right? So I don't know how you found my channel. I don't know if it was via Instagram or via my blog or via some amazing soul telling you about it. But I just wanted to give you a little quick why I'm doing this. So if I ever deter from this path, then you guys can sort of check me, or you guys can even give me suggestions on what you would like to see me do. So makeup is one of those things that I think, I could definitely have a client who says, hey, come over and teach me, and I can show you 5 different looks. I can, customize what you need for your skin tone, what you need for your skin type, and what works for your lifestyle. Those 3 things sort of have to be in harmony for you to actually use the tips that I give you. There's that whole aspect of it, but I think there's this whole accessibility for people who aren't comfortable with any type of terminology that I wanted to bridge that gap between me and a client who's comfortable. I mean, even to ask someone to show you and you professionally want to learn, there's a certain level of comfort that you have with makeup and with yourself that you want to learn. But I think there's a pretty big disconnect from people who just sort of want a few tips and they want to feel comfortable picking up a brush and knowing how to use it, and comfortable with some terminology maybe they're hearing or reading about, and just sort of bridge that gap a little bit and make it less intimidating. I'm from New York, Long Island, Strong Island, and I grew up there. I've lived there my whole life except for when I was in the city, and when everyone from Long Island ends up in the city sometime. But yeah, I went to school in the city, and then beyond that, I have to say Long Island is, that's where I'm from. But New York is so dear to my heart, and I feel I'm a New Yorker through and through. I speak a mile a minute, and yeah, I like things very fast paced. I'm not I don't wait for things to happen around me or be handed to me and things like that. So I'm very New York, very sarcastic. And that's just who I am. But I'm not in New York right now. I'm actually in India, and my parents were originally from India, but I moved to India it's been 5 years now, actually. Wow, it's been 5 years. And I moved here, and I realized how American I was when I moved here, because I always thought that I was pretty Indian, because I was an Indian American growing up in America, thinking, oh, I'm not American, I'm very Indian. And then I come to India and I realize, oh, I'm really American. So that's kind of where I am right now. So I've been here for about 5 years, and I have noticed that there is a big difference in comfort that women have here in styling and in makeup and things like that. So that's really the primary reason I put myself on YouTube, because I'm just not a YouTube type of personality, I think. But I put myself on here because there are way too many questions I get asked on a daily basis about my skincare routine, my makeup, my product recommendations, just everything. And I love it. I love that I have been here for 5 years now, and I love that there are women who are comfortable enough to ask me these questions. It's just one of those things that I'm proud to say that I have made friends that way, and even acquaintances that way, that they feel like, hey, can you help me out? I'm looking for this, or where do I buy this from, or where do I do that from? And I just sort of wanted to put it out there because I feel like maybe there's some people who aren't asking me or don't know me. I just wanted to share some of that. So that's where this channel came to be. So the blog is always there. You'll find links below. But the blog is always there for what's happening currently. And this is really more for things that I don't feel a blog post or an Instagram post would be able to cover. So the videos here are more for you to get a question answered in depth. You can contact me via the blog. You can contact me via the comment section below. If you go on the blog, you can get a better idea of what I'm currently doing or what I'm currently infatuated with, whether it's a styling styling job, or whether it's a client that I'm working with regarding huge demand here right now for like closet overhauls, shopping companions, things like that. The blog is more for my current stuff, inspiring stuff that's going on in my life, and this channel here is more for all the questions I get asked in between living, that I just want to address. So yeah, so hopefully this was not a very long intro, but I have a feeling it was. So yeah, the background is my older son's room, but we are currently in transition of moving from here to our permanent home, so to speak. I say permanent because I've moved a gazillion times by now, so I don't know what's permanent, where I won't have this background, but it'll, you know, ignore all this, and it'll be changing as my son takes something off or this or that. But the lighting was just really good in this room, so that's why I chose his room. But yeah, so that's really why I came up with this. So as my game is changing, especially my skincare game, the makeup that works for me here, the steps that work for me here, as I've figured it out, I am going to be sharing it with you. And I figured out a lot of things, especially less is more here. The temperature is just not conducive for us layering lots of layers on, especially if you're going from air conditioning to non-air conditioning to air conditioning to non. You'll notice that all my tutorials, all my videos, or if there's a product I'm recommending, it's because I have tried it out for the climate here in Ahmedabad. And I'm just going to be sharing tips and tricks along the way that have helped me here. I hope you enjoy it, and if you don't, then just let me know why and let me know what you want to see. And if I get a lot of requests for it, I'll do it. All right, thanks, bye.